Hey guys, and welcome to the finale of the team review series today, episode 11 with Red Bull. I hate this team, but, you know. Anyway, Ben's with me obviously again. I'm not going to ask him to introduce Ben because if you watch the rest of the series, you know who he is. But we're just going to go straight into it, and I am going... Actually, you're going to ask me the first question.
Alright then, what do you think the best individual race for both the drivers was, and the best team race?
How on earth, why am I going to do that for Sebastian Vettel? Jesus. He had 13 wins over the year. His best race? India. Probably because that was the race he won the championship at. Webber's best individual race was probably... let's go... Perhaps Great Britain for Webber, definitely because of Vettel's retirement. He's thinking, yes, he's not on the podium with me, get in. And the best team race, I'm not going to say Malaysia because we all know what happened there. The best team race is probably Brazil because it was Webber's last race. And yeah, so I'm just going to add something in. What did you think about the Multi-21 in Malaysia?
I thought it was completely out of order. And Vettel's reaction when they got to China as well, saying that Webber didn't deserve to win, and that he was the faster driver. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think he's not helping himself. He's making himself look like more of a knob.
Yeah. He also said if he had been given the chance again, he'd do it again. Which I think is completely out of order.
It is out of order, because I think that's one of the reasons Webber decided to retire. He just hates Webber. He just hates Vettel, sorry. Webber hates Vettel. Now, anyway, they never had a good relationship, but Vettel didn't help it out. And I just think if you're giving orders, you have to follow them. I know it's F1, and I do say they should be able to go out there and race, but you know, Webber was trying to follow the rules, and then all out of nowhere Vettel comes and overtakes him. I just think it's completely out of order.
Yeah, we're going to miss the best driver question out, so that Multi-21 replies that. But you're going to ask me the next question.
What do you think about Vettel's 9 wins in a row?
I think they were aided by the ReviewTIJ change. Well, I think over the he had a first and a third before the summer break, where the tyre was changed. But I was actually in Belgium, as most of you do know, and he absolutely dominated the race. You know, he's a legend, I have to admit that now. But he's won 4 championships on the trot. You know, I think he was aided by the car, like I say, it's half man, half car really. He was a very good driver, but he didn't really have many issues, and mostly I believe it was down to luck. But he raced very well, you know, in them 9 wins, and I think Webber just got really frustrated and decided to retire in the end. But yeah, I think it was very good by Vettel. It made it very boring for the second half of the season for the fans watching. But certainly not boring for Adrian Newey and Christian Horner. So what do you think of Webber's have you got anything more to say about that first?
No.
No. So what do you think about Webber's retirement then?
Well, I mean, it's sad to see. He's been in the sport for quite a few years, and he hasn't won the championship, has he? No. Which is sad. I mean, he has got the talent to do it. And he is a great personality to have in the sport, and he's just really lively, and he seems like a really nice guy. It's just unfortunate that he was paired up with Vettel, because I think if he wasn't paired up with Vettel, and he was paired up with somebody that he liked, and somebody that followed orders, maybe he wouldn't have retired this year, but you never know. It's just sad to see him retire, but he's going to stay in racing, which is good. And hopefully people in that sport that he goes to do follow orders. Do
you think he's had a good F1 career?
I think he has had a good F1 career. He's been you know, he's made a name for himself. I think he'll always go down as a legend, even though he didn't win a championship. And yeah, like I say, he was a great personality to have. He'll always be remembered with the fans.
Yeah, definitely. I know what you mean. He's been with Red Bull for the last 7 championship years, is it now?
Well, will be in 2014. I think he was there in 2007.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I think when he was with DC, he was quite good, but obviously the car did develop in 2009 when Vettel came in, and I think he just dominated really after that, Vettel, and I think that's one of the reasons why Webber retired.
Yeah.
Penultimate question of the series then.
Penultimate question. What do you think about 2014 and Ricciardo coming into the team?
I think that was the most stupid move that Ricciardo's ever made in his life. I think he's going to be absolutely whooped by Vettel next year. Like I said in Mercedes, no, it's all going to be down to the engines, whoever wins, but I'm sure because Vettel and Hamilton are probably the best 2 drivers on the grid, it's going to be between Red Bull and Mercedes. But you never know, it's pretty much down to the engines. Ricciardo, you never know how he'll do. Hopefully he can pick up at least 1 race win. Be very nice for him, but yeah, with Vettel as driver 1, he's not really going to have much fun, I don't think, next year. I think it's going to be all focused around Vettel, and I think it is unfortunate, but Ricciardo could do well, you never know.
Well, you got to keep in mind that he's come through the same system that Vettel came through with their young driver program, and I think the plan for him is to take over as first driver when Vettel's done. Yeah,
which I'm sure is a long time away yet. So
yeah, well, Vettel's still very young, but I think he could do well in a Red Bull. Well, so far it's been the quickest car over the past few years, so I think he could pick up some podiums, maybe a win.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the final question of the series. Easy one. What's Red Bull's overall rating?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You can't do much better than that.
No. An absolutely dominant by Vettel. He would have won the Constructors' Championship on his own. And there's a graphic on the screen now. We have downgraded some of the teams as we realised that we've ranked like Caterham better than Ferrari, which wouldn't really work. But yeah, there's a graphic on the screen showing who won the team review series. And Red Bull's obviously won with a 10 out of 10. Mercedes is second with an 8 out of 10. And then Sabre and Lotus are joint third on the podium with 7.5. Ferrari is 7, joint with Force India, Toro Rosso, Williams and Marussia. And sadly at the back is Caterham and McLaren. So I'd like to thank you all for watching this series. If you haven't watched the rest of the series, I'll put a playlist up, so make sure you go and watch them. I'd like to say a big thank you for Ben for joining me on this quest to review all the teams, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm sure it's about 110 minutes of videos. Like I say, thank you all for watching this series. I have been Tij and Ben's been Ben, and I hope you've really enjoyed this series, and I've got really nothing else to say. So, quick message from Ben.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and go and check out my channel and make sure you subscribe to Toby because he makes great content as well. Yeah, definitely. So, okay, so subscribe to me or Ben, me and Ben even. So thank you guys for watching this series. I've been Toby, well, Tij, whatever you want to call me, and I'd like to say now, au revoir.